Most retirement accounts, especially 401ks that you have in the private sector, there's thousands of different funds that they can invest in. As a federal employee, you have five: the G, F, C, S, and I. You got five options. Not a lot of complexity there. There are five ETFs. They cover five different indexes. You got two safety. You got three growth. And so when it comes to federal employees, it's easier to make decisions because you don't have many options that you could go to. It's like, all right, I got these three funds that are going to get allow me to grow my money, and I got these two accounts that's going to let me keep my money safe. When you have the conversation, it's very simple. Another thing that federal employees have that others don't is you have your FERS supplement. That's a big one. And a lot of advisors that are non-federal employees, they don't take that into to consideration. If you're 57, you're retired as a federal employee, and you have 30 years of service, you get a portion, a Social Security supplement. Basically, it's called the FERS Supplement. Gives you about 75% of what your Social Security will be at 62. They give you that early. You have to factor that in to your income planning, your tax planning, if you're retiring at 57. And so a lot of retirement seminars, they don't talk about that. Also, you are able to get that at 60 and have 20 years of service. So that's another thing when it goes into that income planning and things like that. You want to keep that in mind as you're getting ready to plan for your retirement. Another thing that federal employees benefit from is the fact that the TSP is a very, very is the fees on the TSP are very low compared to other 401ks where the fees can be a bit higher. TSP has a very low fee structure. And so you want to keep that in mind too when you're going to these seminars, and some of the talking points they have are the fees, the fees, the fees. You want to focus on, well, my TSP doesn't have as many fees. And so that's another thing that you want to make sure you understand as you go into these seminars. Another one that a lot of federal employees run into is when it comes to long-term care. Long-term care is a topic that gets talked about a lot. Here's my stance from helping thousands of federal employees talk about their retirement and think through their retirement, and sitting through many, many, many seminars as an advisor, just because I have to keep my license and stuff like that. And the thing with federal employees is this: when it comes to long-term care, especially in the products that are sold out there, when it comes to you as a federal employee, if you're the client, like I mentioned at the beginning, who can cover your pension, your bills can cover, let's say 80% of your pension of your bill, if your pension can cover, pension and Social Security can cover 80% of your bills in most cases. This allows you to have your TSP to grow, right? If you're in that situation, long-term care is something that you can self-fund in most cases. And we run an analysis to help you see that.